Hey guys, what's going on, Lucky here? It is Sunday, right?
Sunday.
We are on our way over to Gasratz season opener, right? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
John Maggann's here. Follow him on Instagram. Behind us is Jason at South Bay Hot Rods and his twin turbo 69 Camaro. And we're going over to Bruce Hall in beautiful Torrance, California. See how many people show up for this. I was just commenting to John about how restrained I've been on the last few turns and straightaways. I only attempted one attempted cloud building. That's pretty generic, right? Yeah. Building clouds.
Yeah.
But that underpass was asking for it, so So here it is, Bruce Hall. There's a couple cars here. Okay, look at that. Not bad. Man, there's a lot of air-cooled stuff here. Oh, there goes the neighborhood. There's a bunch of people here. Okay, so that was fun, hanging out over at Gasratz, and then we went to lunch over. Where did we go to lunch at?
Why not?
Why not burgers? Because honestly, why not? Why not? Hung out over there with Jason and his daughter and John Macgann here, and just told stories of when we were younger, when back in the day, reminiscing back in the day. Basically comparing crimes that we had done when we were younger and who could one up the next guy with some stupidity. Anyway, I'm confident I won. But we're back at the shop, and here's what's going on today. And it won't be an all-day deal. We'll be all day today and a few more days. So what you got there, John?
Some suspension stuff for the
Oh,
GMC.
hold on. You know what? Dude, I got lapel mics. Be right back. Mic check 1. Mic check. How's it sound?
Sounds
We
good
can't
to me.
tell. You can't tell, dude. All right. Okay, so we're mic'd up.
Mic'd up.
Get it? Mic'd up. So here's the deal. My buddy John Macgann called me up. Now, I never do this guy any favors, but he does me favors all the time. So he said, hey, can I borrow my plasma cutter? I said, no, dude, I don't loan that thing out. It's his plasma cutter. So anyway, he goes, okay, then you install this stuff. What do we got here, John?
That's some RideTech coilover suspension for the 88 to 98 Chevy pickups.
To OBS truck.
OBS pickups.
So it's all the coolness that's in my
Basically.
Chevelle,
Yes.
but for an OBS.
Yes. Yes.
All right, cool. I actually didn't even look at it. I know that bottom box is super heavy because I have a slip disc to prove that right now. So bolt in, minimal amounts of cutting.
That's what they say.
Did we C-notch this already?
We C-notched it. So we may be able to use that C-notch plate to hang off whatever suspension
Oh, okay.
attached
Because
to it.
was this a RideTech C-notch?
Yes.
Okay, 'cause I remember RideTech shocks.
Yep.
And I believe the C-notch on this cuts enough of the frame out. There's like a reinforcement on the
Yep.
top, which
Yep.
that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So let's pull the bed off and get a look in there. You think that's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Do you think that's a good idea? All right, where's Sticks Macgann?
Sticks.
Dude, I'm telling you, Sticks Macgann is a flake. He's always like lounging somewhere. He's always just
He was. Oh, here's Sticks.
just chilling.
Got Sticks.
All right, this guy. All right, so I want to put this over here, and then try not to run it over because we're going to use a forklift to pull that off, and I'm going to bust out with my cool tool. You're going to trip out.
The bed lifting.
Bed apparatus.
I like it.
Bed apparatus. So I think we have to undo the gas cap. I haven't done one of these beds in a long time, but I think we have to.
Yeah, we had to do that before.
Undo that right there. Mm-hmm. And then unplug the tail lights. I think the roll pan goes off with it. Mm-hmm. And then, oh, you have a trailer hitch, right?
Yep.
But I think we can just slide the bed back and take it. Have you had the bed off?
We did do that before. Yeah.
Oh,
before.
okay. Fancy.
Yep.
All right. Scatter this thing. These are labeled here. Coilover system 4. So this is important. I'm gonna put this down here. I want to get to the
big one.
apparatus to see if we need to swap out that. See if it's the same C-notch.
Yes. That helps.
Coilover doesn't say what it is. It just says it's part of the coilover system.
Yeah.
So either way, I know they're in that big box right there. So.
Okay.
Plus, I tried picking this up by myself the other day. Was
Not too easy.
It wasn't happening.
No.
Whoa.
Okay.
What are those, the instructions?
Some templates that look familiar from before when we did
Oh,
this.
yeah. Okay.
C-notch template.
Instructions, we'll only refer to these if necessary.
Yeah, bolt-on wishbone.
It's pretty neat. Guess we can start opening this. Look at that chunk of aluminium. I will say this, QA1's wrapping game is strong.
Perfect.
Okay, so it looks like everything pictured here.
Yeah. Got the axle housing,
Yeah,
C-notches, brace for this,
yeah.
2 trailing arms.
We're literally going to cut your car in half right now. Yeah. We didn't do any welding because there was a non-welded kit before.
Right. So yeah, the hope was that even if these were different, the bolts would all be the same, which is, I would assume, to be.
Yeah, I don't. Looks like.
So at least, you know, those come off and these go right on in their place.
Right. So I think these are shock mounts outboard.
That makes sense.
So this would be the pad driver's side. And yeah, it does look like 6 bolts on the back.
Cool.
But 1 bolt's in a different place. Because this is the alignment that they use.
Yeah.
And it still lines up with the lower, but they put a bracket there.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
No.
No, they're different. Oh yeah, I see what you. Yeah. I see what you mean.
But it's hard to say. Oh, you know what? Here, I can line that up to there. So these are the same. This one is the same. These 2 go in. And all 4 of these are the same.
Okay.
So 2 right there.
Okay.
So that's a good point. If you've notched it already,
Yeah.
you only have to slot a couple of holes.
Good.
All right. And then also, these have bolts, I think, that go through the top.
Oh yeah, more drilling then, huh?
Good times.
You warned me the last time to worry about the breaking your wrist with
Breaking
the
your
drill.
wrist on. If you got that good drill.
Uh-huh.
If you got that good drill game. All right. Where'd that exhaust come from, dude?
Custom made
Nice.
like that. That's when I had to replace a converter to pass the smog. And the muffler that was on there was all rotted out.
Now these are different brackets, right?
Yes, those are the stock brackets. We had to change those before because when Jeff had it, he had lowered it.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
So,
So those are stock ones, okay.
Yeah, so those are stock shackles.
As I said, those are lowered shackles because they're probably going to have to get stock ones. But no, you're good there. All right, well, it looks like 3/4, and lots of 3/4,
Okay.
which not difficult to do at all. Boop, 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 boop. Let's talk about Willis. You should be 19. Nope. Yeah. Now, are the lug nuts are 19 though, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so here is exactly where these brand new lapel microphones took a dive and just decided to stop working. I'm sure it's something super complicated, like maybe I was supposed to charge them for a little while longer. So I figured I would take a couple minutes here and narrate for you. So previously, me and John had done a C-notch kit on this. It's all the RideTech stuff. So I had plasma cut the frame already. We put in these frame reinforcements that RideTech builds. It's their complete lowering kit. And here I'm just zipping out all the old bolts. The new kit just has a couple of new holes, and then they moved a couple of holes. But most of the bolts lined up. Everything was fine. And of course, the new kit comes with all new hardware. Also, too, don't forget to put a little bit of support underneath the frame. We're taking the C-notch reinforcements off. There's not really a lot of weight back there, but taking into consideration the differential and the springs are still in there, and they have a little load on them. So jack stand and block of wood did the job. It's just going to hold it temporarily while we pull out the leaf springs. That's it, zipping out the last of the bolts here for the frame reinforcement. Then we'll knock both those off and move forward from there. Also, John's writing an article about this whole conversion in the magazine, so you will see him taking some pictures with some of his high-dollar camera equipment. Hashtag iPhone 13. And I am a professional race car driver and hand model, so yeah, it works out well. These things should come off pretty easy. Oh, it ends up there's bump stops underneath there that were interfering with the side. Being the gorilla that I am, I just smash it with a hammer. Lucky smash, part come off. Didn't work. I guess I'll just get a tool and remove it correctly. Okay, so when we cut this thing apart last time, I don't think we sealed it or put any sort of metal edge primer on there or anything. And John has been to Bonneville a few times with this thing and drives it everywhere. This is like his daily between Chuck Norris and his Harley. So we took the time this time to go ahead and sand it down, DA it, get all the little growth out from behind the two pieces of metal. And put some POR on there, POR 15. POR stands for paint over rust. There wasn't much rust on there, but it actually etches into the paint pretty well. This is chassis black, and you'll see we're going to do the whole frame at the end, and it ends up looking pretty factory. So after giving the frame a couple of minutes to dry and settle up there, here are the new frame reinforcements, or C-notch reinforcements. It's a neat design the way they have the channel iron on top of where they cut it, and then plenty of bolts everywhere. all the bolt holes line up with the exception of one, because they relocate the shock from inboard to outboard, and they move the bolt hole over a little bit to allow for the bracket. Also, you have to drill, looks like 4 or 5 new bolt holes on the top of the frame rail, underneath the little C channel. So I'll leave that for John. He'll enjoy doing that. It'll be a good time. Also, even though the kit that's on it is probably just about a year old, maybe less than a year, it did come with all new grade 8 hardware. So what the heck? There are nylocks, nice flat washers, and grade 8 stuff. It all looks good. There's plenty of it. So we'll swap out all the hardware with the new stuff. Right here we're discussing the fitment of the upper arm support. This has an upper radius arm, I guess you would call it. Looks a lot like a upper control arm. Has a ball joint on one side, bolts to the top of the rear end housing, and then goes to this cross member, which then bolts to the C-notch reinforcement. A little tech tip here is, if you do one of these kits, go ahead and build the upper control arm and the bracket that goes on the differential housing on the bench. Put it all together on the bench with the anti-squeak, and then just set it in here, drop in the ball joint. It would be a little easier. It was a little bit of a pain for us to fight with it, but just because we didn't do it in the correct sequence. Once again, all new hardware, real straightforward. This stuff's all powder coated. You don't got to worry about corrosion or anything. When they powder coat stuff, sometimes there's a little bit of buildup through the holes, which you kind of want that. We didn't actually have that issue. It got really close. The bolts were very firm as they went through. A nice tight fit, low tolerance. And other than that, bolted right up. And looks great. Okay, so now that the reinforcement is all installed, let's get the leaf springs out and get the new lower control arms and the brackets bolted to the differential with all new hardware, new U-bolts, new everything. Goes together clean, works great. All right, I've had John on the job for the last few minutes, last half hour, 45 minutes, and look what he's got done. That John Macgann, he's something else.
Making some progress.
Yep. So coilovers are now outboard, if you recall. One used to be inboard on this side, the other one's inboard on the other side. It's still there. We got to pull that off along with those shock extenders. Old school. Lowered my truck. Shocks bottom out. What do? Was this part of the original RideTech?
Yeah.
It worked good. The thing was a nice driver.
Yep.
Very comfortable. No more leaf spring, as you see. There is a lower control arm right here. Everything is all heimed. Shocks are adjustable. Life is good. Also, the bed stops right about here to the wheel well. So we're not really losing any Pro Street locations. So I know that's a thing. Like, oh man, you can put a bigger tire on. No, you can't. The wheel well stops way out here. So we're good. So now the only thing that's left to do is this upper control arm needs to get bolted to the third member. So we're gonna do that now. Enjoy, won't you?
Won't you?
Classing up the joint. See if I can get sticks to stand tall. I'll put this right about here because there's some serious magic about to happen. The shop. Actually, I'll get the screwdriver. Luckily, you weren't holding onto it with your hand. And better than that, I got caught on camera and it wasn't me doing it. So I'm fine with that. I'm gonna say it's probably just all the bottom. Yes, it is. Adjusting your pinion angle?
Yep.
Nice. So we're taking out all the stock bolts. Trying to be careful as to not break the seal, because the kit comes with little studs. Little studs and Loctite. Should be 7 of them.
For the spring collar, the lower shock.
Oh, okay. This kit comes complete with Loctite of the red persuasion. And some studs. So, like hair product, a little dab will do you. Use hair product, right?
I was waiting for that.
So one side of these bolts is unmolested and the other side is cut off. So I'm putting the cutoff side into the housing with the Loctite so that it looks pretty from the outside. Now, see if these things bottom out as they go in infinitely. They bottom out. Want me to put these in with this hand so I get a little Rolex sponsorship?
Sure, yes.
Rolex, the perfect watch for working on rusty cars. P.S. Mine needs to be serviced. Hey Rolex, shout me a holla!
Yeah. Hashtag at them.
Yeah, I should hashtag Rolex. It's called a work watch for a reason. Now, the question is that far enough in to put the nuts on? So here is the bracket. Can you go on the other side and just lift this up out of the way? Just want to see if that's, the depth is good. Oh, you know what? It's good. It's good. Put your hand over that and just kind of clamp it together. Cool. Hold it right there. As he's cranking the third member up, is bringing the studs right up into, stop. There. Perfect.
Yeah, heard that one. Sound like it.
Nice. Now we're gonna put nylocks and washers in place. The brake line retainers and stuff. Which once it's on the ground, we'll be able to see where they rest comfortably.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Life is good.
Awesome.
Huh.
Look at that. Very cool.
All right. That is, it's all in there. Like ragu spaghetti sauce. It's in there.
It's in there.
Okay, short of putting the rims and tires on it, here's the install. I'm gonna say that that looks pretty cool.
It does look cool.
And more importantly, it's gonna work pretty cool. So it allows it to articulate up,
Yeah.
but not go left to right.
Right.
And trailer arm, so no more spring wrap. Now, do you prefer coilover ride as opposed to leaf spring ride?
I think I will.
I do.
Yeah.
Just I've done both, and
Yeah.
I like to feel the consistency of the ride, and it's fully adjustable now too.
Yeah.
Spring rates and stuff.
Yeah.
Now you're a biker. Are you gonna have your Harley in the back of this thing?
No, I've never done that.
You know, it's a Harley. It's gonna end up in the back of a truck at some point.
Oh man.
That's all I'm saying. Sorry about that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, all right, that is a wrap on this. So we're gonna put the tires on it. We're gonna pressure wash everything. We're gonna detail this frame. We had it apart a year ago, and I swore, oh yeah, bring it down. We'll pull the bed off and clean it all. This time we're actually gonna do it. Make it pretty, and then yeah, the rest of the stuff you can do at home. I don't care. The next episode is gonna show us doing all the same RideTech stuff up in the front. What's involved in that? Are there control arms? Control arms, spindles,
Spindles.
brakes.
No brakes.
We ever got good brakes on here?
No, I don't have good brakes.
Stock brakes?
Yeah, stock brakes.
Oh, shout out Bear, Woolwood, anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, but all the front suspension and coilover conversion.
Right.
So life is going to be good here, briefly.
You need to use the plasma cutter, but you have.
I'm really hesitant to loan that thing out. It's very, very difficult for me to replace. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave some messages. If you're building something like this, post some pictures, tag me. I am Mobile Tech Lucky on Instagram. Tag him. He is John Macgann on Instagram. See what I did there? Tag him up. He wants to see your stuff. I want to see your stuff. See you guys. Stay safe.